What's up, D Nation? It's your girl Deanna Diaz from the entrepreneur resource website, DeannaDiaz.com. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to plan a product launch in 180 days. Yes, it is possible. So if you want to know how to do that, make sure you stay tuned so I can lock you into all that good information. All right, make sure you grab a pen and paper for this. However, I am going to give you guys a little checklist that corresponds with this video. So don't worry, you will get this checklist. I will be giving it out for free for the first 5 days after posting this video. So make sure y'all check this video for the link, and you can subscribe to my website so that I can send you the link to get this checklist for free. So a lot of people may wonder, and they may think, why 180 days out? What does 180 days mean? So basically, when you do 180 days, you're working backwards. So to effectively do this, you want to pick a date on a calendar. Not just pick any date, pick a date that you feel like will be the best time. It depends on what kind of product you're coming out with, whether it's seasonal or, has to deal with an event or things like that. It depends on what it is. Like, you may be coming out with a lawnmower, so you might want to pick a date in spring, depending on where you're from. So you want to go ahead and pick a date on a calendar, and then you want to go ahead and subtract 180 days from that. If you need a calendar calculator, I'm going to post the link down for the one that I use in the description bar below. So that's what I mean. We're going to work backwards. So we have picked our date, and we're going to subtract 180 days from that date, and that is the date that we're going to work from. So at the 180-day mark, what you want to do at this time, you want to make sure that you are an absolute expert when it comes to this product. You want to make sure you are the subject matter expert, the SME or the SME. You want to make sure you are that guy or gal to put out this information. You better know it front, back, side to side, in your sleep with a blindfold with your hands tied behind your back. If it breaks, you better know how to fix it, how to coach your team, or if you have other employees or people that's working with you, make sure that they are educated as well on this product. Also, you want to go ahead and take the time to clean up your social media. People are watching what type of person you are. Everything's real personal now. It's not like back in the day you can hire an advertising agency. They don't even know who you are, and they can put an ad out, boom, whatever. No, now people want to know who is the owner, what kind of dirt that they can pick up on them, because that's the era that we're living in, the dirt finding era, the shade era, whatever type of era it is. That's what they're looking for. You want to go ahead and clean up your social media, take down everything that don't have nothing to do with anything positive. I'm not saying be fake or superficial, but you want to make sure that you are representing yourself as the business person that you're trying to be. Right now, we are at the 90-day mark. What this means for you is you want to go ahead and gather as much content as possible. This is fairly easy, and it can be fairly free. Okay, what I like to do is I like to hold a focus group. You can hold a focus group within your friends. Have a friend bring a friend if you want an unbiased opinion, and have them come into your home, or you can call your local library and book a meeting space for free. Most of the time, library meeting spaces are free. Just go ahead and go to their website or make a phone call, or go down there and say, hey, do you have times for Saturday between 10 and 2, whatever the case may be. And it also would be a good idea to feed your people who's coming down to take time out of their day to test out your product. It's a good idea to have them be recorded, touching your product, seeing your product, reacting to their product, especially if it's good reactions. You already want to have that on video so that you can use it for content. You can actually use this for a commercial, all right? So you want to go ahead and set your people up into this meeting room, touching your product, holding your product, giving their thoughts and feelings on this product, and recording those reactions. And make sure you get a release form too, because that's important. You don't want nobody coming back to try to sue you or anything stupid like that. Make sure you're always covered. If you don't want to hold a focus group, that's fine. What you can also do is you can set up a type of demographic marketing form. I like to create my forms off of either SurveyMonkey or Google Forms. You can ask them what do they do for a living, what's their activities, their extracurricular activities, not that extra, but do they go to the gym? Like I said, it depends on what product you're putting out there. You can also ask them what other products do they use that is similar to your product. What don't they like about that product? What do they feel like could be better about that product? That way, that information that you take from that survey, you can apply it to your product and either tweak or take away or make adjustments as you see fit. So please take advantage of getting other people's opinions, because that's what's going to help you grow with your product in the long run. So at this point, I've said a lot. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a quick recap from day 0, 180 day, and 90 day. So day 0 is the date that you're actually going to launch your product online. We have picked that out on a calendar, whether it's for around certain events or if it's seasonal. All right. At the 180 day mark, you're going to clean up your social media and you're going to become an expert on your product. At the 90 day, you're going to go ahead and create your contact using a focus group or using a form that you can get people to fill out and answer questions for you about your competitors. I say competitors because there's no such thing as competition, really. People are going to buy what they're most familiar with. You want to make sure that your product is familiarized with your target audience. Gather all that information and record it. Make sure the people that you're recording sign release forms that you have the right to use their image for your marketing, and make sure that you're not doing anything malicious with this, because then they can still come back and sue you if you acting crazy. All right, we have officially made it to the 60-day mark. You should be a little bit more excited. All right, so at the 60-day mark, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and generate your content. You want to put videos together. You want to go ahead and make your memes, anything funny, anything relatable, and you want to go ahead and look that over with your team. If it's just you, don't be afraid to get a second opinion. I know that I'm always available to look at things because that's what I do. I help consult with small businesses, but I'm always available. You want to make sure that you get some type of feedback on what you're putting out, some spell check, things like that, to make sure that you're not just putting out anything. All right. So, and also what you want to do is you want to go ahead and schedule that. Now you can do it the old fashioned way, which is on your Facebook page. You can actually schedule. This is if you have a fan page, you can schedule posts in advance, or you can set up a free account on Hootsuite, which is actually what I use. You can set up a free account. I think they have up to 3 platforms, social media platforms that you can use, which is still cool because you're probably not going to want to start on all those many platforms anyway. But the platforms that I highly recommend at this point for you is, of course, Facebook, Instagram. Also, if you don't have social media pages that are specifically for your product, you need to go ahead and create those pages right now. In conjunction to that, you want to go ahead and set up your website and the email that goes with your website. You want to go ahead and test names at this point to make sure the names have not been taken. Now, I will say this, at this point, I'm going to assume that you have already gotten your LLC and your state tax ID number. If you do not know how to do those things, let me know in the comments section below so that I can explain that to you. You want to go ahead and set up your website, your email, make sure the names that you're using is available, not being used by anybody else or copyrighted by it. You want to have your products and the materials to make your products. If you're manufacturing these products yourself, you want to make sure that you have all the inventory, everything that you need to create these products in advance, because we want to realistically expect that these things are going to come flying off the shelves, because that's what we want to do. That's how we're going to make our coins and feed our family, XYZ. So we want to make sure that we have all the materials in stock in our inventory ready to go. All right, so I did speak a little bit about websites. What you want to do on your website, you want to make sure all your links are properly working on your website. Go ahead and click through all of them on the desktop and on the mobile site. I actually use Wix for my website. I've been using Wix for a few years now, and they have the automatic mobile feature. Now, I don't know how it is on other different platforms, but sometimes when you edit on Wix and you switch to mobile, yes, everything does transfer over to the mobile site, but it may be overlapping each other and you got to go in there and fix it. But it's real easy to do. So make sure that your website is ready to go for desktop and mobile, especially for mobile, because everybody's mobile these days, and that's really important. You don't want to miss a sale because somebody couldn't see a picture properly on your website. All right, you guys, we have made it to the 30-day mark. You are 30 days from launching your product. All right, so at this 30-day mark, you want to make sure that you have a couple teaser pictures on your social media platforms. Like I said, the biggest ones to have at this point is Facebook and Instagram. And you also want to go ahead and promote, and more promote. Make sure you promote. Did I say promote? I mean promote. I mean, you got to hit these virtual streets running. You want to go ahead and invite everybody to like your Facebook page. You want to go ahead and get all your friends and family and people that you're close to, your associates. You want to go ahead and get them to go ahead and like your Instagram. What you want to happen is you want these social media sites to go ahead and start picking up the algorithm for your websites. And basically what that means is the more people that react to your page and your posts, they're going to assume that other people want to see that also. So not only are they going to show that to everybody in your list, they're also going to put it on the discovery page so people can take an interest to it as well. So it's definitely a good thing to get that on and popping early. So at this time, you also want to go ahead and repost on your regular social media sites. You want to share it, things like that. You want to get all your friends and family members to share. You want to get them to talk about it, actually make a comment. But even if they don't comment and they just repost it, hey, that's more people on their list in their network that didn't see it before, and that still counts for something. All impressions means is how many people saw it. All right. So we want all the impressions that we can get, okay? Also, this is where you get the feedback from your Google Forms that you use to get product research analysis with. We want to use all those emails and already put those into our email list. And we also want to invite people to subscribe to our website. So the website that you had created for this product, you want to go ahead and add the feature for people to subscribe, because some people want to know the journey. Some people want to know, what's going on. They want to be informed about when things is going to drop, okay? They're excited just as much as you are. This is why it's very important that you always be upbeat and excited about the journey. Speaking of journey, people want to see the journey. They want to see your workspace. They want to see, your headquarters. They want to know what blood, sweat, and tears have you put into your business. And you never know, you might be motivating somebody to do something else, inspire them. And that's always a great thing. So, but you want to make sure that you document the journey. You want this to be as relatable as possible. You want to make sure that you email people, like I said before, email people on your network and let them know that, hey, in 30 days, it's about to go down. In 3 weeks, it's about to go down. In 2 weeks, it's about to go down. In 1 week, it's about to go down. In 3 days, it's about to go down. So, but do not be afraid to send those emails out, because you want to make sure that you are as visible as possible. So now it is the day of the launch. You got your product, you got all your materials, you got all your shipping materials. Oh yeah, I didn't say that. I was hoping that it was implied. If you're not a drop shipping company, some of these things aren't going to matter to you. I guess I'll talk about it in a blog when you want to do a product launch with a drop shipping company, which is totally cool. It's totally fine. There's a lot less involved, but it's not as exciting. I'm not going to lie to you. But coming back to focus, you want to make sure that you have all your materials. You want to make sure you have your product. You want to make sure you have your shipping materials. You want to make sure you got a nice, decent printer, a nice, decent computer, or have a way to make sure you print out your label. On day 0, it's a good thing to actually go live with your product on your social media platforms. I strongly feel that if you have your product launch like it's a party, then you're also creating excitement. Everybody get to see in real life time how people are using the product and things like that. And it just makes it more inviting, all right? So this is how I feel, how I strongly feel you should have an online product launch. But like I said, go live with your product. Have it like a party where people can see what's going on and tell other people to, share and invite them to your live and things like that. And make sure that you utilize your social media stories, because everybody and their mama look at social media stories. Your ex is looking at your stories. Your mother-in-law is looking at your stories. Everybody's looking at your stories, all right? Whether you know it or not. But yeah, hopefully these tips have helped you. Like I said, if you need any feedback on anything whatsoever, I wanted to make sure I posted this video because it is the beginning of 2020 and a lot of people are starting new businesses this year. They want to make change, and honey, let me tell you, I'm all for it. I support you. I back you up 6,000%. All right. So stay strong in your endeavors and don't let nobody hold you back. Leave your comments down below. Get the information that's in the description bar. Until next time, D Nation, it's your girl, Deanna Diaz, and I'll see you on the next one.